Friday, and welcome to another episode of Critically Crypto. I am your host, Crypto Bay J, and
your co-host, Mr. Rosser.eth.
And we are here and very, very happy to talk to you this week because it's been so much going on. You know, it has been merge madness up in these crypto streets, and we are here to talk about it. But before we get into all of that, Renga is a project that is #1 this week on the charts. And so I'm going to let Mr. Rother.eth get into a little bit more about this project and why are people so excited about it.
Yeah, so Ranga, this is, like I said, just popped up recently, what, past 3 days? And we talking about popping the charts. Yeah, it really did. And so people were wondering, why is Ranga popping up? Why are people buying into it, holding into it? And if you go to the website, which I can go ahead and share my screen really fast so people can check it out. I'm on it right now, going through it. And I'm gonna get full screen. As you guys see, it's like a legit manga. So, it's got that anime feel, got the manga feel, but start back from the beginning. As you can see, it's actually playing out as a story when you go through it. He's walking through the door, he's looking outside. He's like, ooh, what is this? That boy found a cube. He's looking down like, what is this cube? Look at him touching stuff. Why are you touching stuff if you don't know what it is, bro? I don't get it. Look at that. Picking on it. Try to color it, looks like. Look at it. I don't know why his color pencil's looking at him. And then he just keeps going, try to hit something with it, and then they tried to eat him. That was wild. So I feel like they're trying to push a little cool story narrative, looks like. I did try and look at the vision really fast just to give you guys a good lowdown. I know y'all can read, but they were essentially, they're just going after a graphic novel kind of look, looking for an IP brand, looking down the line for some merchandise. And I think people just really like how it feels. It looks like it could also be kind of kid friendly. So it might be a cool offshoot of like the Cool Cats and Doodles. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this one and the way it's popping off. I'm interested to see what happens in the future. Go for that one.
And I am now going to share my screen. Thank you for going over that. And we're going to get into the top 10 for the week. So I'm going to share my screen for you all. And let's get up into it. So we have, like I told you, over the last 7 days, Renga at #1. It is at a floor price of 1.52 ETH, up 255%. #2, we have CryptoPunks. It's up 61% with 38 sales this week. And of course, they don't list on the floor. They don't have a floor price. So #3, BAYC is up 3% this week at a floor price of 73 ETH. They have sold 22 this week. Mutant API Club up 91%, sitting at 12.9 ETH, sold 127 this week. #5, we have Other Deed for Other Side. It's down 50% at 1.74 ETH with 494 sales. They got some good volume on that. But that's because the price is so low from when it first debuted. All right, #6, we have Ethereum Name Service. It is down 65% this week. I guess people aren't flipping ENS names. They were trying to figure out where things were going to end up with this merge, I'm sure. So there were 8,300 sales this week of domain names or Ethereum domain names. Renga Black Box. I don't know what that is, but do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's what I said. As I look really fast, I was about to say, actually, that is a new one.
Is that an airdrop that they did?
I'm double checking actually because I haven't seen that one. Let me see.
Okay, well, we'll circle back around to it. I just wanted to ask. It's up 86% this week. It's sitting at 2.60 ETH with 831 sales this week. Utes, that was all the rage last week. It is down 80%. It's sitting at a floor price of 141 sold. And the sales, there were 454 sales. So now I'm going to click on this for you so you can see the conversion of it. So what is 141 sold? You know, just in case you're new and you don't know what the Solana price is. So you know that you can go on OpenSea, and if you look at the floor, you can also click on one of the NFTs and see exactly what the comparison in US dollars. And so that is $4,543 that this is on sale for on the floor. Number 9, we have Doodles. And Doodles made a big announcement this week. That is up 288%, sitting at a floor price of 7.70 ETH with 145 being sold this week. And Yukio NFT. This is a new project, and we know that because there is a line through the change column. So that means that there is no change because it's brand new. And it's sitting at a floor price of 6.5 sold with 8,116 being sold this week. And I actually want to go into see if I can find what's going on with Doodles.
I was about to say it's because they secured. Yeah, I got you on that one. That was big news. They secured that 54 million in funding on Tuesday, which met them a valuation of about 704 million. And so that really got people speculating, including like FTX Ventures and like and Crew Capital and a couple other holdings. But then also that speculation moved over to like other like venture capitalists held NFTs like Moonbirds and a few other, because people are wondering just eventually like who didn't team up with venture capital, Azuki's project, pending them. Like we know they've been quiet. We know they haven't said too much, but like they're probably wondering like, are they going to follow suit, and who's that, who's the next venture behind them? But yeah, Doodles, I've been investing for them and seeing how they're going to really push this whole kid-friendly IP brand. It's interesting, man. We talking about like 704 million. Like really, that's how much people think you're worth. That's interesting. I mean, we know that's not the NFT. That's just the actual the team behind the NFT. That's separate. But that's a lot of money, though. A lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It says, with this capital, we aim to continue developing a new generation of engaging experiences and content using blockchain technology, said their CEO. We're thrilled to have 776 believe in our vision to build the largest and most coveted Web3 media brand worldwide, bridging consumer culture and entertainment. Our mission is to redefine what it means to be a world's class intellectual property. That is a bunch of business jargon. Redefine what it means to be a world-class intellectual property.
No, they don't know yet, man. They don't know what they're doing with that money yet. That's truthful. That's just marketing. At the point of the day is people think you're worth a lot of money in the future. We don't know what you're going to do with it, but they're going to do something. I mean, at the point right now, all they do is continue making merch, making music parks, and we'll see what goes from there and make some cool IRL conferences. But they don't know what they're going to do with that money. They don't. Let's be real. They do some more airdrops. They'll curate some more things. I even looked at trying to buy. Looked at the Doodle box or whatever that got pushed out recently. It's not too bad. You can pick it up. Yeah. So I was like, oh, Mystery Genesis box, whatever it's called. I was like, okay. Okay. And that Ranga, that was a free mint, man. I'm looking on the back end data. Was that a free mint? Oh, so because I'm looking at the floor, I'm like, average mint 0. I was like, average mint 0. That was a free mint. So like that's what I'm saying. Where do you all come from?
That's why we need to be on
so
these.
Mad.
That's why we need to get this bot popping.
But the thing is,
come on, y'all. Who's trying to get this bot popping with this free mint bot?
You look at who owns those NFTs. It's a lot of those people in specific circles. It's like a tool that I can correlate like the token holders, what API they use and use the most markets spend the most time on. And so I was like, screw it. Let me look around. Like, who are these people? Like, how come it was so tight knit? And it's like ape guys, board guys. It's always the top few. So I was like, no, this is some inner circle stuff. There's no reason why no one knew. They did it on purpose. And then look at owners versus supply. It's 2,759 owners versus 7,109 supply. And so I'm guessing they didn't mint out. And I'm trying to look at how many people minted on average. And there's 1,600 listed, but the floor is 1.5 right now. There's only been 18 cancellations an hour, but the volume is crazy. You've had like 1,000 sales in a day, and it's been steady going up. Yeah, man, that's
because
a side
I
project,
think
man.
marketing at its finest. When you know marketing, you know how to make things pop. I think like you can make magic happen.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, I guess they knew something. Those friends pushed it, man. No, that was an inside job. That was mother inside staying inside. Very few got that, man, because that was yeah.
Yeah. But if we had our, free mint bot, then we would have been on it.
I got you on that, man. I actually got a decent the Roster Entry Gallery. I got a graceful donation recently today. So
okay.
really
so we're gonna make this happen, y'all. We're gonna make this happen. And then we're gonna recruit all of y'all to come join in with us, and we all gonna be on these free mints for real. They're not gonna get penalties.
I was waiting for the price to keep dropping because the way Ethereum keeps dropping down, as I keep telling people, no, it's not financial advice. But end of the year, I'm going for 700, 800, and I personally keep saying that because I just want to weed out the weeds. You know what I mean?
He's talking bitch right now.
I'm just saying, I want the treasuries to get empty and see who's about it. You know what I mean? Like, who's really here for the technology versus making money? And at that point, we know when it hits 700, 800, we really know who's about building.
We're gonna see, but good thing for people like me. We still love at 700 and 800. So, hey.
Agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm with it. I'm like, please, so I can tweak little things, build out a few things, and really get it popping, you know?
All right. The real early people, those are the people that I'm like, the people that was at $10 and $20.
Yeah, they all building. They all make their protocols and chilling somewhere. They're good.
Oh yeah, that's what they're doing, right? Exactly. Yeah. You mind going into what's popping up? What's happening today, yesterday, that you think we should kind of take a look at? What projects?
So we all know the merge recently happened, right? That was really most of the major news. So there wasn't really too much. A lot of projects were just kind of waiting to see what happened after that. Really, security was an issue and things were concerned. So I haven't seen too many big popping things as far as projects that we either talked about in the past.
Anything with large volume, let's see.
I was gonna say, let's go ahead and pull out the stats just to see what's going on, and I'll go ahead and share my screen. This thing's actually trending.
I'm trying to pull up some of the memes because there've been some funny memes about the merge.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know why they did that.
Okay.
All right, yeah, for real, you're not crashing today. Isn't that beautiful? So anyway, yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's go for the third.
Oh, how did you make it big like that? You just had it like zoomed in?
Oh, you prefer it? Was it better zoomed in?
Yes, it was better that way.
Like this? Yeah.
Yes, like that.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Do that for next time. Noted. All right. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, we're on a 30-minute. Let's do the hour, man. Because 30 minutes kind of fast. Let's see if anything's trending that we recognize out here for everybody who's been around the block more than a few times. Man, nothing. What, youth club? You still out here? People still trading you? Really? I don't know why, but all right, that's cool. Oh, wow. Genius, they undead. They really doing their thing still. Okay.
Tell me about this project, Genuine Undead.
Right. Yeah, we really so I think the first day we jumped on here and we kind of mentioned it just because it was one of those I want to say it was a free mint. Oh my god, it was a free mint. Okay. I'm so bad. Because someone else told me about it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna mint it. I didn't like the art. It was stupid. And he's, no, Mark, you should mint 3. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna mint 3. And it's like, what was that? That episode had it been 2-3 weeks ago. It was the first episode. Anybody can go back and see that I brought this up and talked about it.
Yes,
and it was really cheap. And I was talking trash about it too. I'm pretty sure I was. Oh man,
it's at 0.11. You would have made a little bit of money on it.
Yeah, we would have made some money. Let me pull up because this is very soon. Oh, this is a 14-day spend. I feel a type of way on this, man. Rosser, you just gotta act, bro. So yeah, if anybody's watching, But what's the point, man? Let's do this really fast. Because if I switch, my screen will kind of like follow me. What are you saying? Will it? Yeah.
Yes, it will
Oh,
follow you.
nice. All right. So people are seeing what I usually do. But I wanted to see what's up with their, if they have one. Yeah, that's what I want to see. What do you guys got over here? There's some sound. I gotta check my wall to do what? Hey, looking for super experience, blah, blah, blah. And then people are wondering, like, how is he going through this so fast? Because I do this for a living. But it's facts though. It's true. Really, that's all you have is a mention page. So what was the whole point? And that's what kills me. So you really have to be in the Discord, and we don't have time for that. Maybe some hints in Twitter really
Yes.
fast. Yeah, I don't have time for that. Is
But
there
no, I
anything?
already told people. Listen, you weren't here. We already have the Warriors already have the cheat code to the Discord. They know that they supposed to have a virtual assistant that they hire on the low, you know, that kind of scours the certain Discords that they know that
Right.
has all the info and gives them a weekly report of what's going on.
So I want to admit
They know
to you,
that
I
already.
did. I got one. I have to show you my Discord, but recently I got you on that, man. I mean, we're talking daily. Like Alpha Sharks updated their daily calls to the point where these guys be posting. Like, if you actually have some extra ETH, you can, without a question, no financial advice, but without a question, you can make weekly returns that are positive. And I can really agree to that. I can say I can adjust to that.
Yeah,
I can adjust to that.
There's definitely a pick on the NFT cheat sheet. It's a membership NFT that is on that same level. That if you were to, you know, grab the NFT cheat sheet, find out what membership NFTs are out here. If you get into some of those Discords, or they're just their community and collective of information. I mean, I've seen people, they even have like a this particular group that I'm not going to share unless you get the cheat sheet. They have like success stories, like
testimonials, right? A whole Discord saying testimonials.
This particular NFT, I flipped it into 2 of these, and then I did this, and oh my God, thank you guys so much for joining this community. This has changed my life. And so, and that them reading those success stories will have you like, okay, let me get
That's
my
what got
shit
me on.
together.
Yeah, it was like, man, hold on, this is real testimony. I was like, okay. People said, I remember I turned on this investment in 2 days. I was like, stop. 2 days though? All right, hold on, bro. This is doable. So no, you ain't saying nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth, man. Oh yeah. So I know I can't share my screen and give out everything, but man, she ain't saying nothing but the truth, man. Oh yeah, I guess I can't show with this, but yeah. It ain't nothing but the truth, guys.
So you guys, first of all, I have to remind y'all to like and share this live, because you know we're here on Fridays. Okay, now sometimes I have to go to conferences, so you know I'm gonna try to wiggle around the Fridays and kind of go between Fridays and Sundays, but my goal is to be here every Friday. I have the next 2 weeks, I have some things, but I'm gonna try to figure some stuff out for y'all. But like and share. Y'all know y'all gotta pay that like tax. What is going on? What's up with y'all? I'm waiting for, oh, okay. I see we have a few people in the chat. Y'all know what's up. Shout yourselves out so we can shout you out, give you some love, and drop your questions. If you have any questions of anything we said thus far, let us know. So what do you have up here, Mr. Rosser? What are we looking at?
This is also, I think we talked about this project, The Stokes by Gabe. I don't want to say his last name wrong. I could be wrong on that. But I know with artwork, he goes around to other big shows, galleries. He makes it all his pieces like one of ones. So I'm assuming when the reveal happens, everybody will get a one of one special piece of work that will potentially be displayed in his actual opening of a physical gallery. And now this is all what I've been told from other resources who work on his team. So that's what's alpha for y'all. I actually was given to this as a free mint. Again, didn't do it because homeboy was actually just on a real tight budget that time. But that's just being transparent. I just couldn't even do a free mint that time. But and then I think I minted again at like, what was it, like 0.088? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, average mint was literally 0.089, but I thought I got in it for like 0.088 or like 0.065. Also, I got whitelisted too. But yeah, and I also found out through this from another group called New Society, shout out 504. Yeah, they had people in there who worked for them as well and got them on. But we brought this up last week. And I just want to bring that trend chart. I know people who watched it kind of crashed. So I wanted to let y'all know that back when we were looking at it and talking about how we could have bought it at 180, 200, and I mentioned to telling people, and not financial advice, but buying at 200. If currently you look at it where it's at now, that floor price is at 0.23. And I know a lot of people like to see that conversion. So we're going to go ahead and bring up, I definitely would click on the wrong link like I just did that. We're going to bring up the OpenSea so y'all can see how much real fast. I think, I don't know on top of my head right now what the conversion would be. Yeah, he's sitting at 293. So yeah, man, I kind of missed out buying around that 180. And that 200 still would have been nice. But just for y'all who are keeping track, man, we do have some good offers on here. So keep coming by so y'all know what to get into if you're new. And besides that, I would say, what I got one more project really fast to talk about. Oh man, keep off the grass. So this we only talked about briefly was actually an NFT artist guy. He actually is dropping what you could saw plots of land to his fan base. So of course there's different traits based on how big its size and generic like time zones and land mass and like greenery versus anything like that. But on top of that, it actually gives you like some built-in utility, right? So you can actually use it on your own web browser. You can actually put up your own NFTs and have for your own conferences, voice chat, etc. Add some cool graffiti art for people who like want to remember they were there. But the main reason why I really cared about it was come down to the rights, right? So you actually get full intellectual property rights and commercial rights. So you can imagine like eventually putting like all your like metaverse logos and all your metaverse like branding all over this type of NFT or and vice versa, right? Use your like land that you just have as for your branding material for any metaverse events that you have down the line. And it's like first a roadmap, you're gonna be able to build upon it and make a sandbox tools. For anybody that doesn't know what sandbox tools are, just gives you the ability
Sandbox tools you're talking about in the metaverse?
yeah. So
Uh-huh.
it just gives you the ability to like
The
literally
metaverse sandbox.
yeah, well, a little different. Yeah, in a sense, but you can build anything you want on your plot of land. So, say if you actually had
Okay, yeah.
time to do like some 3D, 4D building, or you have the money to just pay somebody to build some experiences on your land, you can do that. And of course, we're gonna
Yes.
ask your
Uh-huh.
integration and on-screen governance. But that's the main reason why I thought this was a big move. Me personally, I think I have 3 plots to claim, and it claims tonight at 4. The reason why I tell everybody else, I know my people say we've missed out, but they are going to have a secondary market. So in case you want to pick up some for yourselves, he's also a well-known artist in the scene. So it's not a bad investment, but again, not financial advice long term. And I think that's all. Yeah, that's about all we're tracking for me right now.
All right. Okay, so you guys, we're supposed to have a guest, and hopefully we can reschedule the guest in the near future to go in depth about NFT exploits. But I want to go over like a little bit about what NFT exploits are, and then I'm going to talk about the different other scams that you need to be aware of. Some of it is overlapping, but I'm going to talk from my own knowledge base as opposed to the expert who can come on a little bit later at another date to talk to you guys. I'm going to, because I know y'all like to see, and I know I can, it's been a minute since I pulled out the whiteboard. But we're gonna pull out the whiteboard on y'all today. So, all right. I'm gonna talk about let's see, let me pull out my Zemarka. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see that. All right. So let me just remember how you erase. Okay, I got this. Okay, so as we all know, well, if you're in this space, you have to know. And what is happening now? Oh, I have to press this. Right. We got rug pulls. Okay, we have talked about rug pulls on this platform before. Rug pulls are intentional and unintentional. They can be that a project is trying to deceive you, right? And they have malicious intent. And then sometimes they're unintentional rug pulls where people jump into the NFT space, they get in over their head, and they, once they realize how much work it is and how it's basically a 24-hour job, they decide that they're going to quit after people have already invested in their vision. And then we still call that a rug pull. Mr. Ross, do you have anything to say about rug pulls?
Yeah, I can definitely talk about personal experience with rug pulls, even though it's what they call slow rug pulls. People doing
Yes,
forks
slow
and
rug.
moving chains and going from a tokenized system to an NFT system to adding staking. That, man, I don't know. I've been through a couple experiences myself. I would just say, you said a very important thing, man. When people invest more money than what they have, or just know your risk tolerance, right? To be very financial literate, just know your risk tolerance. And if you don't know your risk tolerance and don't understand what risk tolerance is, for one, Google it because I'm not your financial advisor. But for two, from a personal standpoint, just don't spend money that you don't need, to be very transparent.
Yes. So like really don't spend money that you don't need. Because some people are like, well, I can still eat this week. If you can't pay your bill, if you use this money, if it's like, I have $500 that's going to either go to my rent or it's going to go to this NFT project, that means you don't have the money to invest in the NFT project. Just that's as plain and simple as it gets. And that means there's money that you have money. When people say don't risk money, that you don't have to spend, that's what that means, right? Mm-hmm. You are cutting into money that you're paying for your expenses with for an investment. And the investment can take some time to mature, right? And it can be a great investment, it can be a bad investment, but even great investment, sometimes it takes a while. So whereas you're like, oh, I can skip a car payment, right? Maybe the investment doesn't pop for another 6 months. Yeah. And right, so then you're going to be over there stressed and trying to figure out how you can, what you can do over the next 6 months. And then you get your car repossessed. We don't need that for you. We don't want that for you. Okay. So that's what that means. Cause sometimes you just got to break it down for folks. And that's as bare bones as I can give it to you. So phishing attacks or phishing scams. Okay. This is like how most people are getting scammed from NFT projects. Okay. So a phishing scam, I'm sorry, I'm so close up to you guys. A phishing scam is basically when someone is falsely sending out an email to you and they're saying, click on this link. All right. And they get your information by you clicking on that link, which leads to a scam, right? So like they are misrepresenting themselves in a way. And basically by you interacting with and clicking on the link and then putting your information in, they're actually able to get access to your computer, your wallet, more information about you. So, Mr. Rosser.eth, do you have anything to say about phishing scams? Anything to add?
I don't think I personally got fished just yet, knock on wood, right? To be very secure about that. But yes. No, you didn't say nothing but a lie about that. Phishing mail. You have to say this. I think number probably one cause of people, like I said, really be losing their NFTs or tokens. Man, from clicking on anything from a fake, I think I got 3 fake invoice emails today, all with PDFs. And I guarantee if I clicked on any one of those PDFs, they would try to force a signature sign on my MetaMask. So yeah, man, anything you don't know, suspicious, don't click on it. Even text messages from random numbers. Honestly, if it comes with a download of a picture, don't even download the picture. Please don't download the picture. But like none of that stuff, because that all can just go back to them phishing any type of software that can scrape anything else on a clipboard that isn't encrypted, basically, and push out information like most of your seed phrases that I'm pretty sure most of y'all don't have encrypted. So all y'all really need to get some ledgers and stop keeping your seed phrases on your cell phones. I know y'all listening. I know y'all do it. Yeah, that's
yes. So like, even like oh, I'm a prince from Benin and I have $10,000 that, that I can't cash because I need an American account. And I feel like older people usually get scammed with those things, but it's not just older people, just people who are not, who are just more trusting and not as skeptical. Like, I'm from these Brooklyn streets. I don't know you. Why am I sending you any money? I have a friend that's in my, because I'm on, I do a podcast called The Crypto Bros. I'm an honorary bro. And one of the crypto bros was in Morocco. And he wrote in our group chat that he needed $100. And I was like, sorry, fam, I don't got it. But he had gotten scammed. I mean, basically, someone had broken into his Instagram account. They had messaged everybody for $100. So sometimes, like when somebody's asking you for $1 million or $100,000, like that's usually like a red flag, right? But they some of these scammers get like I just need $50 to get on, then you might think it's more real because they're asking for a smaller amount. And so, we ended up blocking his account and everything. He got access to his account again. But anyway, phishing. All right. Social media giveaways. All right. See, this is a really tricky thing though, because projects actually, that's the way that they communicate about what's going on with their projects, right? On social media. And so it's kind of like I'd rather miss a potential opportunity of a giveaway than actually like jump for every time somebody's telling me that they're about to give me an NFT or some crypto. Yeah. Because like sometimes some of these projects get hacked, right? On Twitter or Discord. And so these giveaways ain't even real. So you have to be really careful about these giveaways. And I think projects are trying to figure out their way around that too, because that gets a lot of engagement, gets people excited. And with all these fake accounts, depending on the spelling of someone's project name, doodles can have an extra O in the middle and you think it's a real doodle, right? Because you're looking quick and you're like, oh, I want that doodle.
Facts, you say nothing but the truth on that one. Yeah, that's real.
And you played yourself, right? Because you done gave them your information, your address, whatever, to send you something.
I have personally definitely had got too excited in my earlier days of being an NFT collector. It was my first burn experience. You get exchange NFT to get another NFT. And I was so excited, adrenaline pumping, and I definitely fell for a underscore at the end when I sent my first NFT over there. So I know how that goes. I've been there. Definitely know.
Okay.
I'm not ashamed to admit, you know what I mean? We've been there, we've done it. That's how you know to watch out for
done that. No, I know. It's so good that anybody can get got out here in these crypto streets. Just why we talking to you about this. So yeah, y'all can be educated and y'all can be on high alert. Fake websites, same thing. They doing the same thing. Doodles with an extra O.xyz.io, whatever it is. And you think this is the official website, which is also why I'm always like, all right, let me go on OpenSea and click the verified page and click on that link. And then let me go on Twitter and then double check. And then let me go on their Discord and double check. So you have to be careful about the spelling of the website. You have to make sure that you are typing in the website. They're not just going to the links. I know the links are easy. We love links, man. We love links. But if it's somebody that's not trusted, because even like I just told you, 1/4 of the crypto bros, he sent me a link and I trust him, but he got hacked. You know what I mean? So it's, you can lean on people that you trust, but they can get hacked too, So that's why it's like you have to double check the URL for the links, and you have to, for the website, and you need to make sure that you're typing in the website, and that is the official one. Go to the official pages of these and go to multiple of them to just double check. What do you have anything to share about that?
Just hit the Discord and on like another level of verifying websites and just verifying smart contracts, there are a number of free Web3
Oh
verification tools
yeah,
out
and
there
you can
now.
go on
Yeah,
Etherscan
you
too.
legitimately can
Uh-huh.
verify it before you do anything if you really just want to double, triple check.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna divert real quick. I want to answer one of our crypto warriors has a question. Are NFTs better than mining for ROI? That is a interesting question.
Yeah, I must say isn't like two different questions in one, mining for ROI? Like
No, but no, like which one has the better ROI? They're asking.
oh, that
Yeah, it's an
you
interesting
really
question. You
yeah, you really
listen, but you will both take it. So basically, like a mining is going to be consistent income, right? NFTs are not so much, right? And it depends on what you're mining. Are you mining Bitcoin? Right? You can't be mining Ethereum anymore. So what are you mining? You can't be mining helium anymore. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, you can mine helium, but we know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with helium. So, what are you mining? How much is it making you? And you know, it's just two totally different things. I almost see it as so like all right, let's have this conversation. Diversification within crypto.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of at a place where I feel like if helium is now connected to Ethereum, right? Then you're mining and you're still mining helium. That's not, and having it, you having Ethereum and mining helium is almost now the same thing. So that's not diversified, right? Because if Ethereum goes down, then technically with this new helium system, that will go down. So like what I'm trying to get at is that diversification in crypto is difficult because all tides rise and fall with Bitcoin. So it's not true diversification, because the whole point of diversification is if when one market is down, you have another investment that is not really totally affected by it. And we saw with Luna being destabilized, right? That affected the entire market. So what are your thoughts on this, Mr. Rosser?
Yeah, I think it's a question. Yeah, you did hit it on the head. Diversification, right, in the ecosystem. Honestly, if you got the money and the spare time, there's no problem to do both. If you're trying to have to pick one or the other to make a better return on investment, it's kind of the wrong way to think about it. Like you were saying, diversification is pretty key on that ecosystem. So no, do a little bit of mining, do a little bit of staking, buy a few little blue chip NFTs and DJing out for yourselves, and do a little play to earn gaming while you're at it, so you can get a full experience and see how the markets move. The money does rotate. Macro cycles exist. It's really just spending that time and realizing what macro cycle we're currently in. And once you go through a couple cycles, you can see where the money flows and how it flows. Yeah,
We kind of, that's what you have. Okay. We kind of touched on this a little bit already. I just wanted to make sure I wrote it up here. NFT stealing malware, crypto stealing malware.
I haven't experienced it personally myself yet.
Okay, yeah. But it's out there. Oh yeah, so for example, because I have a popular NFT, I get like other random NFTs in my wallet, and I was always told not to click on it, right? Because that might sometimes some people are doing that just to advertise their NFT, but then sometimes our people are doing it because it's connected to NFT stealing malware. And once I click on it, basically it sets up a chain reaction to basically steal everything that's in my wallet. So I just make sure that I do not touch anything. And that's why I wanted to have an expert so they can actually talk about the technical side of that, like how that works. But that is also a way that people are getting got out here in the street. So if there's something shows up in your wallet and it's not supposed to be there, you know it's not supposed to be there, do not touch it.
But so you can show, I mean, if you want, I mean, you can show a couple. I don't know if you have any examples. I'm assuming you could show, but I can say, I can definitely let you know because I personally do myself. When people talk about when people pop in your wallet, for those of you who are like on OpenSea, let me see really fast. You can, man, can I? Am I still allowed to do that really fast? Can I? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
what? No, because I can. You want to
Well, if
share,
anybody ever goes to OpenSea, you got to check your hidden tab. That's what she's talking about when you go to
Oh
your
no,
more.
I want you to share it. I'm gonna stop
Oh, you
sharing,
do?
and
Oh,
I can. Yeah, I'll stop sharing. Mm-hmm.
you said keep it small, right? Like this so people can see it. All right. So yeah, see all these junk NFTs? Like two of these were actually real advertisements. Two of the three of these were. The rest of these things never would have clicked on. Never.
So you saying some of them are advertisements? How do you see that?
Because I actually went to this event in like the Decentraland. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
I went to his
Mm-hmm.
actual show. I was actually went to this event, so I know those were real. But the rest of these, like, come on, who's really gonna scan this QR code, airdrop pass, this weird thing, like no, all this would never. That's what you mean. This so you know. And if you see something good pop up ahead and give it a couple of days, it usually it'll disappear, or the IPFS data would disappear, so it doesn't get displayed. But yeah, that's what she's talking about. That weird junk all here. Yeah, you don't click on any of that.
So he just showed you his wallet and how many junk NFTs he has, right? Basically, that's what that is. All right, so I'm going to put a few more things on here. So we have hacking is a way, right? That people get got out here. They also have fake crypto wallets. Lord. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like out of words at the moment. Just make sure that you're using reputable wallets. Make sure it's in the Apple, because sometimes people can get around the Apple Store, even though the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. I think the Google Play Store is a little bit looser to get into, but anyway, I do know Apple makes their security like it's a big thing, but every once in a while something janky could get through. So just make sure you're researching, right? We've talked about wallets on this channel so many times. For NFTs though, MetaMask wallet is one. Another is Trust Wallet. Is another NFT wallet. What wallets do you have? Any other wallets that you use?
I'm Team Ledger out here, man. Ledger Live.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I have a Trezor as well. So I have those wallets. What other?
For other blockchains, like you got Tezos, Temple, I personally use. And for I'm about to say Sorry Salon, I'm checking with I know Phantom had a little issue, but I'm still sitting with Phantom, but I do use a Ledger with my Phantom, so I'm a little more secure than most folks.
Yes, exactly. So you always want to make sure that you are connecting your wallet, your hot wallet or warm wallet to a hardware wallet like a Ledger or a Trezor. Obviously, with hacking, people can hack into your information. So make sure that you're not being so lazy with your passcodes, right?
Facts.
You can't
And I
be
think
lazy with those things, huh?
I was thinking any other blockchains might know. Oh, for you guys that do like Hive, Wax. Uh, what is that one? Hive Key? Yeah, the Hive Key. That's what I use for that blockchain.
Hive key for what blockchain?
That's for your Hive and Wax guys. Yeah, it's
Got
called
it.
Hive Keychain. Yeah, that's a smaller ecosystem. A lot of games on there. A lot of play their own games.
Okay, got it. This is one. Man in the middle.
Man in the middle, man, that's an old school one for sure. But I like that.
Man in the middle attack, which is basically when basically someone's intercepting your Wi-Fi and they're able to like basically intercept what you're doing. And so you want to make sure that you are cognizant of that, right? Some of the other things that I'm kind of like, I feel like we've gone over quite a few. We want to make sure that sometimes marketplaces get attacked, right? Like, marketplaces get attacked, just like, Coinbase gets attacked, like places like OpenSea can get attacked. So that's something that you, right, through like DOS attacks. Also we kind of talked about this with knockoff projects. That's like a huge thing. Knockoff projects. I'm gonna write it down. Knockoffs. They're derivative knockoff projects. Those are huge. Those are a huge thing. And like just making sure that this is the official project, right? Making sure that you're going to the websites and all the places that you need to go to say like this is the official one. But the one that surprised me the most, that like was like apparently a big thing, is romance scams. Like this is like on that like Tinder level stuff, like the Tinder swindler.
Oh, okay. I did watch.
But like he's getting NFTs and crypto out of the deal. Yes.
Are we talking both sides of the street?
I mean, him or her. I'm just
really interesting. Oh my god.
Sorry.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I was told that you were crypto or anything NFTs or in your profile. Women were swiping left. You were not a hot commodity. You're telling me now it's a thing? Oh. Let me update my hands really fast to get that taken care of. I don't know, cut after my MetaMask. No,
romance scams are a thing, y'all. Y'all are out here falling in love with people that don't have your best intentions, or falling in like with people, falling in lust with people on all the dating platforms, talking to them and sending them your assets. I don't know where they do that at. I don't know. I can't help you if you falling for romance scams. I don't know. All I can do is educate you that they're out there. Okay, because I don't understand that one.
Well, I'm listening. Thank you, because I didn't know that was a thing. You educated me. That's something to know. I know. Ooh.
You guys, make sure you like and share. First, make sure you like and share this episode. I'm so happy that you joined us. I wanted to just circle back around with this question. It really depends on this whole, are NFTs better than mining for ROI? It really, it's not one or the other, right? It depends on your goals, right? What are your goals for your investment goals, right? And then like, are you relying, is this short-term investments? Are these long-term investments? These are the things that are going to get you to, like, they have quizzes, like with talking about your risk tolerance, that kind of thing. And like, what is the goal, right? If you are trying to save for a house within the next, 2 years, you might not want to be in such risky investments, right? And everything in crypto is basically highly risky. It's pre-regulation. Regulation is coming very hard soon, but like this is all risky stuff. So it really depends on like your goals. And so you need to sit down and so there's no direct question for that. Like you can maybe get some free NFTs that like blow up and it pays for everything that you need for the next 2 years. Or you could buy NFTs and they all be duds, right? It's up in the air. When you're mining, basically you're providing a service and you're getting a transaction fee for that service. And other fees, there are other fees that you can get, block rewards that you can get as well. So it's a little bit different. And so it's like, so that's what I have to say for that. I just wanted to make sure I thoroughly answered that question. So I think we are gonna end the show here for the day. Mr. Rosser, do you have anything else that you wanted to cover?
No, actually, I was double checking to see if anything was trending really fast before we get off. Go to
Yes.
30 minutes. I might as well just see if you see anything, right? But
Yes.
let's see before we jump off. Go to the top. Nothing about some Kung Fu fungus. Option holders. Oh, that was nothing. That's nothing going on in there. Nah, you know I'm trying to scan it really fast to see if I see anything worth talking about really fast or jumping into. But I don't see anything. Nah, I don't see nothing new. This is easy. That's a whole nother thing. We'll talk about that. I'm actually looking at that. But no, nothing
Nothing that you want to share. I
crazy.
actually, you just reminded me, I did want to talk about in music. I wanted to, for the music folks that do, you know, follow us, Bun B came out with an NFT project this week. So if you are interested, and I'm gonna pull up that article. And I also wanted to pull up another thing. So let me share my screen. And let's get into that a little bit. So let's go. Oh gosh, man, we talked about this stuff for so long. We had a few more things that we wanted to talk about. All right, so let me start with the music entities. All right, so Koopa Troopa is a well-known person in the space, and he's in so many DAOs. He's just everywhere. He's also, he's in so many DAOs. He's everywhere. And so now he has created Coop Records. Okay, so proud to announce Coop Records Fund, a $10 million early stage fund investing in the next generation of music. Here is what you need to know. It says, it's something I've been working on for 6 months, and I'm going to unpack what it means. Coop Records is not a record label, at least in the traditional sense. It's a venture fund paired and incubator focused on Web3 artist development. Coop Records does not sign masters. It buys equity, tokens, and NFTs. The first of these investments is set to be announced this week, but to give some context on where the 10 million is set to be deployed, 85% into pre-seed and seed stage music companies, 10% into artist seed rounds, and 5% into music NFTs. For the first bucket, think of this as the companies, platforms, and protocols shaping the next generation of music. This is huge. Sound, catalog, and royal are 3 examples, though I've been seeing many more projects pop up, all keen to connect the dots and put Web3 music on the map. Q3 update coming soon. And so this shows like basically a music NFT landscape of like what's going on. I'm going to make this as big as possible. So you can see like agencies that are working with, I'm all the way at the bottom in the middle, agencies that are working with artists, right? There's licensing going on, videos so that you can watch videos on blockchain. There's grants, right? There's collectibles. So this is just the ecosystem of how artists who are really into Web3, you know, how they can build out, you know, the people that they're going to be working with, right? Who's doing research and music NFTs, who's providing tickets, right? That also probably turn into NFTs, the different players so that you can play music NFTs, like, and not like have to actually click on each and every NFT. It's like in a playlist format. And so as you can see, you can go to This Week in Music NFTs if you wanted to get this. And I actually will probably post this on my Twitter. Yeah, I'm just gonna save it right now. Okay. It says, for the second bucket, think of these investments as more as long-term bets on specific artists and everything their ecosystem consists of, rather than just their masters, right? So, I'm gonna skip to the lastly part. Lastly, music entities. Think of these less as buying every sound drop, more as selectively picking up historic entities that have the potential to have 100x returns. So they're going to be scouting, work that artists are creating that are very extremely exclusive to like basically buy and keep in their vault. It says, beyond these three buckets, some other ideas I've been toying with. What does a label deal look like that only takes ownership of NFTs, not of masters or publishing? How do you structure an artist company? What does investing into your community look like? How can an advance be used to build smaller, more engaged communities rather than running ad campaigns to get passive listens? How do you entice artists to commit to releasing music NFTs for every one of their songs? And how does Coop Records coexist with a major label? I don't have any clear answers for these yet, but we're getting closer every day. So that was a whole lot that we just talked about right there. If you know someone that is really trying to get popping in the music space and music and Web3 space, definitely send them to This Week in Music NFTs. Cooper has been doing a lot of work around this, as you can see. He also, I thought I posted this or I talked about this on the show, but he had like a cohort where he was educating artists about the Web3 space and basically how they can build their business in the space. So I wanted to let you guys know that. I also, since we're on the topic of music, I wanted to share with you about Bun B. Rapper Bun B has just released his debut NFT powered by Curios and in collaboration with TDECU. We don't know much about the drop yet. Nevertheless, it is safe to say that it features an artistic rendition of the rapper's face. And so it's in collaboration with Texas Dow Employees Credit Union and Web3 platform Curious. Curious's tweet, a physical art piece of Bun B's face is featured alongside a digital counterpart. Therefore, it is safe to assume that this is an NFT. All right. And it says that he's also an owner of BASI, which means that he don't know nothing about BASI, which, annoys me. And oh gosh, last but not least.
So I gotta get out of here, man. I can't.
I know. We wanted to kind of hit on this. So you want to talk about this? Why Ledger Live won't support Ethereum?
Yeah, we can talk about it really fast because that's the Ledger concerns, security concerns. This isn't going to really impact too many people, but just for people who really just want to know why some major products or the security companies would be holding off on supporting proof of work Ethereum. Two reasons specifically would be replay attacks, which goes back to a certain type of attacks. It is a type of a man-in-the-middle attack to be very simple, but just imagine every signature transaction you commit on the blockchain clearly has a signature ID or what they consider a chain ID. Well, with the new changeover that we currently did with the new merge, or what we'll call we just moved over to another chain that's a copy that's more effective and more efficient. They didn't update the chain IDs. So technically you can have two duplicate chain IDs. So in turn, someone could technically, if you're minting on the new version of Ethereum, someone could technically see that on the old blockchain of Ethereum and technically steal your backend or your front end information. Say you're doing a token transaction, instead of it going to like a friend you're sending it to, or say if you're doing the swap, it would actually go to them. Or say you're transferring NFT from yourself to a friend, it would go to them. Now, it would technically end up on the old version of Ethereum, but since they're developers, they know it still technically exists, so they know how to move it around. Most people don't. But that's to get the technical side of that. That's what we call a replay attack. The second thing that people worry about is just hash rate. To keep it simple, hash rate is the difficulty of a blockchain to complete a transaction or a task. As simple as that. But higher the hash rate, though, the more secure your blockchain or your network is. So double-edged sword. We want security. Right now with the current merge, we don't know the current hash rate. It's too new. So we're pending that as well. Just to summarize it.
Thank you so much for that summary. And so with that said, have a great Friday night. Hit the streets, hit the bed, whatever is your pleasure, okay? And until next time, keep your ears to the crypto streets.
Peace.